This video is the design process of a hospital case. As you see, this is the final effect of the case. And then, let's take a look at how to create it. First, let's import a DWG drawing. Execute the DWG underlay feature under the Insert menu, and select the drawing. Then, click on the checkbox. All layers need to be displayed. Click Next. Now we can start to create models according to this DWG underlay. Execute the View Control command under the View menu, and click the Plane button to switch to the top view. Then execute the Urban Road tool under the Scene menu. Change the lane parameter to 15. Click Confirm. And then draw the road according to the DWG underlay. The intersection of the road will be automatically processed as a rounded corner. After that, execute the Residential Street tool. And draw the road in the same way. Enter 0 at the corner of the road according to the command line prompt. So the corner is a right-angled side. Okay. Draw the rest of the road in the same way. Go to the Home menu. Execute the Polygon tool to draw a plane. Press the space to continue the previous command. Then use the same method to draw other places. Jump to the Material menu, execute the Material tool to apply materials to the entity. Click the Slab Stone category, and pick a material. Then click the Single Side option, select the object according to the command line prompt. OK. Now start to draw the building. Go to the Home menu, execute the Polygon tool, and draw the building base plane. Then execute the Building Extrusion tool, and pull the building to the 10th floor. OK, select the parapet of the building, and press the Delete key to delete it. Execute the Rectangle tool, draw a plane on the top of the building. And select the plane, modify its width value in the Properties window. Right-click the mouse and copy the plane. Execute the Cross-Section Extrusion tool. Hover the mouse over the plane and input the extruding height in the command line, enter. Select this building. Click Floor Properties on the right Properties window to modify the floor height. And click Apply. Execute the Glass Curtain Wall tool, and select Curtain Wall 5. Then click the Free Drawing button. Specify the curtain wall area according to the command line prompts. Then click the According to Building Plane button. Select the plane on the building to define the curtain wall. Next, jump to the Material menu, execute the Adjust Texture tool. And click the Face Editing button. Pick the material of the curtain wall. And modify the values to adjust the texture of the curtain wall. Draw the other side of the curtain wall in the same way. Then, jump to the Home menu. Execute the Window tool. Then, select Window 4. Modify the values of width, height, and windowsill height. Select the Single Insertion method, and click Insert. Hover the mouse over the side of the building, you can see the red dash line appears. Let's move the mouse. And enter the distance in the command line. Enter. Then, snap to the midpoint of the window and hover the mouse. After the red dash line appears, insert the window. Modify again the values of width, height, and windowsill height. Select the column insertion method, and click Insert. OK. Insert the remaining windows in the same way. Execute the rectangle tool to draw a plane. Execute the building extrusion tool and pull up the building. Select the building, modify the values of floor properties, indoor and outdoor height difference in the properties window. Click the door command. Modify the values. Snap to the midpoint of the building and insert the door. Then, click the window command to insert windows on both sides of the door. OK, make another roof room in the same way. Go to the modeling menu, execute the polysolid tool. Click the free drawing button, and draw the outline of the undefined solid. Enter a value as the extruding distance. OK. Right-click and select Move to move it to the right place. Jump to the Home menu, execute the Box tool. And draw a 3D entity. Modify the length and height values in the Properties window. Then select Move, and click to disable the snap, which makes it easier to control the direction and adjust the position of the entity. Click to enable the snap. Execute the Array Copy tool under the Edit menu. Click on the blue words and set the distance. Check the base point. Select the original position. Select the entity. Snap the midpoint, and move the mouse to line up and copy. Then jump to the Modeling menu, execute the Plane Offset tool. Select the plane. And enter the offset distance in the command line. Next, click the Extrude Cross-Section tool. Hover the mouse on the plane. And enter the extruding distance in the command line. Jump back to the Home menu, execute the Crenellated Parapet Wall tool to create a parapet. Input the height value in the command line, select the building roof, enter. Next, let's add materials to the building. First of all, we need to divide the building surface into regions. Go to the Material menu and execute the Outside Wall Region tool. Click the Horizontal Area button. Specify the start and end points. Click the right mouse button to confirm. Then jump to the Home menu and execute the Rectangle tool to draw a plane under the windows on the first and second floors. Copy them to other windows on the first and second floors. Then right-click and select Hide Selected tool to hide the building. Then, select all these planes. Go to the Edit menu and execute the Entity Group tool to group them, which make it faster to add materials. OK, right-click to unhide the building. You can also add custom materials. Go back to the Material menu, and execute the Material tool. Right-click in the Material category to create a custom material category. Select it, and move to the right side. Right-click to select Add Material option. Select the texture you want to apply. Click Open. OK. Then choose a material. Choose Single Side method. And select the plane to apply the texture. If you want to add material to group entities, just select the group method in the dialog box and click. As for these two rooms, we can select the single entity method. For the parapet, we can choose the single side method. By the way, you can right-click on the entity to pick its material. Then, jump to the Edit menu. Execute the Text tool to add text. Input the text. Modify parameters. Click Confirm and insert it. Now, start drawing the outpatient building. Go to the Houseplan menu, execute the Polygon tool to draw the base plane. Execute the Building Extrusion tool and extrude the building up to 3 floors. Click the Floor Properties option in the Properties window, and modify the floor height. Apply. Execute the Windows tool. Modify the value. Select Windows 14. Select the single insertion method. Insert. Enter the distance from the wall in the command line. OK. Modify window parameters again. And select the column insertion method. Snaps to the window midpoint. Click. Then, jump to the Modeling menu, and execute the Polysolid tool. Click the Select Building Component button. Select the window edge. And input the distance in the command line. Enter. Go to the Home menu, execute the Box tool to draw a cuboid. Click the Move command. Click a corner point to specify the position of the coordinate axis. And move it to adjust the position of the cuboid. Right-click and select Copy to copy the window edge. OK. Now select all the window edges. And jump to the Edit menu, execute the Entity Group tool to group them. Then, jump to the Material menu, execute the Material tool. Select the Metal category. Select Metal 1. Click the Groups method to quickly apply the texture to the window frame. You can copy the window frame and make the rest of the windows in the same way. Execute the Polyline tool to draw an outline. And jump to the Modeling menu, execute the General Extrude tool to convert it along X-axis into a plane. Drag the grip to align the edge with the roof edge. Draw the remaining planes in the same way. Then go to the Edit menu. Execute the Text tool to insert the text. OK. Go to the Material menu, and execute the Material tool. Select the Layered method. Apply the texture to the building by floor. Then select the Single Side method. Click on the parapet to quickly apply the textures to it. OK. Select the proper materials to apply the textures to the remaining walls. Then jump to the Scene menu, execute the Scene Entity tool. Choose a canopy. Insert it into the building and adjust its position. OK. Complete other outpatient buildings with same operations. Let's move on to making other buildings. Draw the base of the building first. Then, use the building extrusion command to extrude. Click on the floor properties option in the properties window. Modify the floor height. Next, choose the window command. Change parameters. Enter the distance from the wall. Insert. Then, insert other windows in the same way. After that, execute the rectangle tool and snaps to the corner of the building to draw a plane. Then, execute the cross-section extrusion tool. Extrude. Notice to align it with the line of the DWG underlay. Delete this plane. Then, execute the box tool to draw a column. Modify the column parameters in the Properties window. Next, jump to the Edit menu, execute the Align Entities tool. And select this plane as the reference plane. Then, right-click to select the Move command, and adjust the position to align with the DWG underlay. Right-click again and copy it. OK. Let's complete the rest of the building. Now, let's draw the medical technology building. Draw a base plane first. Then execute the building extrusion tool to extrude the building to 5 floors. Remove the parapets. Execute the rectangle tool and snap to the building to draw a plane. Select the plane. And modify its parameters in the Properties window. Then right-click and select Copy to copy the plane. Next, execute the cross-section extrusion tool. Enter the value in the command line to extrude the building to 6 floors. And click on the Floor Properties option in the Properties window to modify the floor height. You can double-click the blue title, Floor Height, to synchronize the values of all the following floors below the floor you modified. Click Apply. Go ahead and execute the rectangle tool to draw a plane. Select the plane and modify its parameters. Click Move command. Snap to the midpoint, and modify the coordinate axis position to align the plane midpoint with the building midpoint. Then, go to the Edit menu, execute the Mirror tool. Follow the command line prompts to snap the midpoint of the building to mirror the plane. Jump to the Home menu, execute the cross-section extrusion tool. Hover over the plane, enter the extrusion distance in the command line. And continue extruding the other side. Notice that, if the command is still enabled, you can double-click a base plane to extrude with the same height as the last extrusion settings. Then, draw another plane. Select this plane. Change its parameters. And execute the cross-section extrusion tool. Hover over the plane and enter the extrusion distance in the command line. Next, select the building and right-click the Hide Unselected command. Then, execute the Windows tool. Change its parameters. And select Windows 8. Choose the column insertion method. Enter the distance in the command line. OK. Use the same method to insert other windows. After that, execute the building attachment command. Select Cross Section 1. Change its parameters. And click the Along Edge button. Snap a point on a building floor edge as the start point, and move the mouse to draw a building attachment. Then, click the Stratum button. Snap to the roof edge and draw another building attachment. Click the Draw button and continue to draw a building attachment. OK. Complete the building attachment on the other side. Next, execute the Box tool and draw a 3D solid. Execute the Rectangle tool. Hover the mouse over the corner of the window. As you see, the auxiliary line is enabled. Draw a plane. And select to modify its parameters in the Properties window. Right-click and select the Move command. Enter the moving distance in the command line. Right-click again and select the Copy command, snap to the corner of the window, copy. Drag the grip to make its edge align with the edge of the window. Then, use the same method to create other planes. OK. Execute the cross-section extrusion tool. Hover the mouse over the extrusion plane. And enter the extrusion distance. Don't end the command, keep double-clicking on other planes. Then, go to the Edit menu, execute the Mirror tool. And snap to the midpoint of the building for a mirror copy. Jump to the Home menu, execute the Glass Curtain Wall tool. Select Curtain Wall 2. Change its parameters. Click the According to Building Plane button. And select these building surfaces. Then, execute the crenellated parapet wall command, and enter the parapet height in the command line. OK. After finishing adding materials, right-click to unhide, and complete the rest buildings of the hospital campus. Let's move on to the next step. Select the building. Double-click the floor line and elevation options in the Properties window to turn off the building floor line and elevation, which can make the scene look better. OK. Let's click the Perspective button in the lower right corner of the software to switch to perspective mode. Also, click to enable shadow. Then, go to the Insert menu. Execute the DWG layer management. Select all layers and convert them to the underlay layer. Then check to hide them. And delete the extra lines. Now we need to add some fence. Go to the Scene menu, execute the Fence tool. Select Fence 01. And click Draw button to draw the fence. After that, let's modify the square. Jump to the Home menu, execute the Rectangle tool to draw a plane. And then jump to the Modeling menu. Execute the Subtract tool. Select the corresponding objects according to the prompt in the command line, and press Enter to trim off the redundant parts. Then, go to the Material menu, execute the Material tool to apply texture to this plane. And execute the Adjust Texture tool to modify the texture direction. OK. Next, go to the Scene menu, execute the Scene Entity tool. Select the Featured Landscape category. Double-click on Tree Grade 01 to add it to the scene. Some entities which are set gray need to be enabled by double-clicking on it. Now, execute the Vegetation Entity tool to add a tree. Then, group the tree grade and the tree. And make a few more copies. OK. Go to the Home menu, execute the Rectangle tool to draw a plane. Then, jump to the Scene menu, execute the Water tool to add a pool. Click the Draw Pool button, define the pool by entering D and selecting the plane. Modify its parameters in the Properties window. And adjust its position. Go to the Insert menu, execute the Merge Projects tool. Select the CPI file. And click on the Original Coordinate button to merge other scenes. After that, let's import a terrain. Execute the Other Formats tool. Select the corresponding DEM file. Open. Then, place some animated entities. Jump to the Scene menu, execute the Scene Entity tool. Select the Vehicle category. Double-click Car 01. Specify the insertion point, OK. Next, execute the Wavy Path tool. Select the car and draw the animation path. And enable the animation by clicking the Play Animation command. Next, let's output the result. First, we need to draw the video path. Go to the video menu, execute the Draw Path tool to draw the path. Then, select the Edit Path command to define the camera point height. Here you can adjust the position of the camera point. By the way, if you change a value and double-click its blue title, others below it will be changed to the same. Now, set the playback speed. Execute the roaming operation tool and click the play button to preview the video effect. Let's continue. Go to the Scene menu, execute the Optimization tool. Modify the anti-aliasing and visual balance parameters. And adjust the effect to the best before outputting it. Then, execute the Roam Path List tool. Enter a name for the path. And click the Save button. After that, select a video path on the right, and click the Export Video button. Click Save to export the video. Next, let's export some images. First, we need to specify a camera position. And execute the Camera View List tool. Click the Save button to save it in the list. Let's save more camera position. After that, select them in the list and click the Export Image button. Set the Save path, and click Save. The Image Export Settings dialog box pops up. Here you can modify the size of the images. Click Confirm. The images are exported successfully. In the end, go to the Inset menu, execute the Publish tool to open the Publish Preview window. Click the Publish button to export an exe file. OK. Then, double-click the file to open it. As you see, on the left side lies the video path and camera views. Then, move our site to the left bottom corner. The Video Roam button offers to draw a video path. The Roam button offers to preview the video path. And the Effect Environment button offers to set the weather environment. When switching to night mode, the light will be turned on automatically. If you click the Properties button and select a building, building properties will be displayed on the right. The Properties window can be closed by click the button again. Now, our hospital plan is finished. As you can see, any big architectural plan project that needs 3D modeling, rendering, and publishing can be efficiently handled with Houseplan.